the NBA on 2K Sports. It's Wednesday, hump day, and we're ready to bring you all the action. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by the talented analyst tandem of Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, Kemba Walker is a multiple-time All-Star. But from his first seasons in the league, stardom was not assured. Even he said, "I never saw myself playing at this level. There were times I didn't know if I even belonged in the NBA. I guess you could say I'm surprised." Now, Kevin, every player has those doubts at the beginning, but few overcome them the way Kemba has.
David, he's come a long way. Thank you. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Take a look at the Rockets. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And I think for Detroit, they've run into a bit of a wall here as of late. They've been playing pretty good before this latest stretch. Now trying to do whatever they can to get back on track.
And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Griffin is out there with Maker. Then it's John Henson. Then there's Derrick Rose. And it's Galloway in at the 2 guard. And for the Celtics, Walker and Smart, the guards. Williams is out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Tatum in at the small forward.
And some teams have fancy dinners, guest speakers, and field trips. I mean, the Celtics culture is more straightforward. It's all about the work.
It'll be the Celtics off the tip. Walker against Rose. And it's Walker penetrating. Rebounded by Maker. And that work ethic, the core of the Celtics values, are written on a big placard on their locker room wall.
Yeah, it emphasizes unselfishness, execution, toughness, and hustle. Those are the values of their team.
And pushing it up, here's Boston, and slam dunk by Smart.
Oh, like a freight train running downhill, Smart, unstoppable in the open court.
Here is Rose. Pass to Griffin. Over Tatum. Here's Maker. Williams with the block. Now here's Smart. Guarded closer. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And I love Smart pressing his advantage on the interior.
Rose scanning the floor. To the middle. It's stolen by Tice. The pass to Smart. Rebounded by Maker.
Look, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that shouldn't be easy.
And stolen by Tatum. And here comes Walker, leading the fast break. Those 3-pointers off the mark. There's Galloway, guarded by Smart. Outside Rose. Oh, Griffin in position. It's stolen by Tice. Left side, Smart. Tatum on the wing. From past the arc. Rebounded by the Pistons.
Well, that's just a lucky break for the deep. Yeah, keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
And it's Rose missing. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Smart wide open. He fires. And a miss there on the triple. For Detroit, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Down low. And John Henson with the slam.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Live by the 3, die by the 3. If you're perimeter dependent, you don't really know game to game how it's going to go.
But yeah, Greg, and when you're not connecting from deep, you got to mix it up. I mean, look to score inside more. They didn't do enough of that.
Now, here's Walker. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Chicago, and that one drops.
And for a guy who only stands 6'1", I mean, Walker can be a strong finisher in the painted area.
Pistons trail by 4. Outside Rose. Henson in the post. He's guarded by Williams. The shot's good from Henson. Henson's got his second bucket of the night. And Walker's got the ball here for the Celtics. Pass to Tice. Tatum on the wing. Over Maker. And that one goes long.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Stops, pops, and Henson sends it back. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Galloway. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Outside Rose. And here's Griffin. Inside. Stolen by Walker. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. No one near him. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make. He is 1 for 4.
He's 1 for 4 to start the game. Now, I know he's disappointed with that, but we got a long way to go.
Well, you have to give credit to Kemba Walker, who has always found ways to improve his game year after year. Has worked on that shot and tool set enough where he can now be a handful to defend for any guard.
Boston leading by 4. There's the 3. Blake Griffin pulls it in.
Oh, just incredible. That spin shook him loose from the defender, but he just couldn't gather his balance there to follow through with the shot.
There's Galloway. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Rose finds Henson and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Over Tice. The shot's good from Henson. Henson's got his 3rd basket of the night. Boston's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. And with Walker, as he has progressed as a player, you know, Greg, so has his leadership.
And Kemba has been a natural leader for so long during his time. When your leader puts in the work that Kemba does, it has to inspire the rest of that roster. And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success ball inside and getting points from close range.
Passes it to Smart. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got his 3rd assist on the night.
His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
Now here's Rose. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against New Orleans. Here's Maker. That one's not going to go. Now Boston takes it the other way. Last time these two teams came together was also in this building. And they were able to win it for the home fans.
And they did win that last game in this matchup. And it seemed they got the benefit of the whistle.
Kennard, he's checked in for the Pistons. Walker against Rose. Pass to Tice. Tatum against Griffin. The baseline J. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
The height, the footwork. No wonder Tatum's knocked down mid-range from there.
Pistons trailed by 4. Outside Rose. Here's Kennard. Guarded by Smart. Rose gets a wide open look. Off target with his 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Williams against Henson. Griffin passes to Henson with the shot. Hits the front of the rim and out. Boston leading by 4. Here's Smart. A 3-pointer off the mark. The Pistons have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Griffin kicks to Rose. The feed to Maker. Over Tice. And Maker with the basket on the assist by Rose. Maker's got his second basket.
And that was the play to make. Rose making the right read.
Boston shooting to start this game off about 41% from the floor. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Boston. Cantor checked in for Williams. Hayward comes in for Daniel Tice. And it's Brown in for Smart. Christian Woods checked in for Detroit. Now here's Cantor. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Walker finds Tatum. Now Cantor. Clock at 6. And here's Walker outside. Rebound, Detroit. Griffin's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight.
Still plenty of time for him to contribute in this game, but it's a tough stretch he's going through.
There's the pass to Kennard. Over Brown. The shot's good from Kennard. And this game is tied up now.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the Celtics. Brown outside. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And Brown is just utilizing his athleticism yet again. I mean, this time from the interior, though, but just sinking these close-range shots.
Pass to Henson. Got a piece of it. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Right around midseason here, Chris. More players-only meetings being held. Give us a little insight into what those are like.
Well, there's some really good ones, Kevin, and there's some bad ones. There's ones that goes, you know, hey, guys, just wanted to bring us all here and say, man, listen, we could do a little bit better. We need to focus. I'll start with myself. I can be better on the boards. You need to be better guards over here. Those kind of meetings are good. Then there's the ones that say, listen, guys, we're going into playoffs. I need everyone to put the phones down. No more going out. Sacrifice. Tell your in-laws, tell your spouse, tell your family, listen, for the next month we're honed in, where we can't come back. And then there's the ones that you don't like, the ones that finger pointing, saying, hey, guys, I called this meeting because I'm tired of all of you. None of you are putting up. And then another guy says, wait, I'm not doing my job. You're not doing your job. And other guys come in and you kind of get how it goes. So a lot of different ways you can have meetings. But hopefully as a coach, you have great leadership. So at the end of the day, even if you have hurt feelings, guys come out better for it.
So it's Boston now after the basket by Detroit. Up top, Brown. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Cantor, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Brown against Brown. Brown outside. Doumbouya gets a wide open look. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
The Celtics with the lead. Wanamaker looking over the floor. Pass to Brown. Launches a 3. No good on that one. And Detroit the other way now. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, they couldn't do any better than a shooting percentage in the low 30s on that night, guys, and that's pretty much a death sentence.
Well, it all starts with ball movement. When your percentage is that low, you know you're not moving it well enough. You're not getting your guys open shots.
Celtics shooting 42% to begin this game. Now, here's Cantor. And Wanamaker gets it to go. And the Celtics lead by 4.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Brown outside. Pass to Doumbouya. Here's Wood. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Converts on the jumper for the easy 2.
The defense just too soft on that possession. You have to be closer and contest at the rim.
1:02 left here in the first quarter. Here's Wanamaker. Now the pass to Cantor. Brown outside.
Out of Wheeler High School in Georgia, Jaylen Brown was ranked second in the class of 2015 after Ben Simmons. All the powerhouses came calling. He went the unexpected route, choosing UC Berkeley.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
And Brown is just an exceptional player. Really love whenever he shows off his athletic ability.
And Brown drops them both. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Kennard kicks to Brown. Pass to Snell. Back to Brown. The Pistons working the ball around now. Three-pointer. Shot's good by Kennard. Kennard's got 5 points so far. So it's the Celtics now. Brown with it. His last outing, he had 8 points. And Wanamaker has it in the corner. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. He's got 5.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game. But you can see why after that sequence.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Celtics up by 4. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Gordon Hayward reunited with his college coach Brad Stevens. He said they go way back.
Our relationship started when I was in high school. He came to my morning workouts and really recruited me at Butler and was kind of the first guy that I think believed in me that I could make it to the next level.
And I'm sure, Greg, that relationship played a big role in Hayward deciding to join the Boston Celtics.
And not just a connection, but a respect. Hayward now a veteran in this league, while Stevens has moved into the conversation for one of the better young coaches in our league.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Yeah, it's a gambling style that pays off, GA, keeping things in disarray for that offense.
Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second quarter. They've got Doumbouya. Kennard is out there with Brown. Then there's Tony Snell, and it's Wood in at the 5, roaming the paint. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Dwayne Casey was the 2018 Coach of the Year, but as we all know, he was fired after that same season by the Raptors. The Case has found a home in Detroit. Casey said, "I have no regrets." Winston Churchill said, "Success consists of going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm." And that's what I've done. So, Kevin, Dwayne Casey is still pounding the rock.
He sure is, and I like that Churchill quote as well. Thanks, David. And the Pistons making a change here. Galloway's checked in. And we've played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Hayward on the wing, shoots the 3. It's hauled in by Wood. Pistons trail by 7. Here's Galloway. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And he drops it in from the low post.
I mean, you got to respect the guts of Galloway. I mean, at 6'2", it's great to see him capitalize inside.
And the Celtics with possession here. Next up for them, the Bucks in Milwaukee. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. A nice shot by Poirier. Poirier's got the lead up to 7 now for the Celtics.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Galloway, the pass to Snell. Here's Wood. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Here's Hayward. Here's Poirier. Makes it off the glass. Poirier's got his second basket of the night.
Toughness and energy on the boards, and an easy putback to show for it.
Here's Galloway. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And Chris, one thing you have to like about Galloway is that he's always prepared to play.
Yeah, Galloway is the type of player that can see 5 minutes on the floor in one game and then start and play 25 minutes the next one. I mean, just think about that focus for consistency. The production can be hit or miss, but he's a great plug-and-play option for a coach in need of filling minutes.
And that one misses. Great value in rim protection, Chris. Talk about some of the characteristics that you have seen and you use yourself in being a good shot blocker.
Well, your reputation precedes you as a shot blocker. So as a shot blocker, you've already blocked enough shots that everyone knows, hey, I'm Rudy Gobert. Don't come in here unless you want to get that shot swatted out of the way. My name's Joel Embiid. Did you see my highlights of last game? So really what I'm saying is a shot blocker is always in your thought process. I still have nightmares about Mutombo. Oh, come on, let's go to the next. Go to the next one, please. Come on. Get off shot blockers.
And with a pause in the action, let's look at the numbers for Jaylen Brown. He's putting up 13 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all they need, especially in tight games. 1 or 2 plays can make all the difference.
That free throw good from Galloway.
And what I like about Galloway is that he knows his role. He doesn't play outside of himself. He's a dependable player.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Wanamaker the pass to Brown. And it's blocked. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Now, here's Maker. He's covered closely. He gets it in there. Maker's got 6 points.
There aren't many players as big as Maker. He realizes this. Nice work inside.
Boston leading by 4. Here's Wanamaker. He's got 5. And here's Tice. Outside, Smart. It's good. At that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Just too physical. Smart, shedding the defense and finishing strong.
Pistons trail by 6. There's Galloway. 5 points in the game. Brown kicks to Doumbouya. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Now, here's Maker. Defended by Tice. 4 on the clock. 14 feet away. Up again. It's good on the putback. 6 points for him.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Now here's Brown. Lets it go with a three. No good. And it's Detroit the other way. Now Brown. Dishes it to Galloway. No good from outside. Celtics leading by 4. Here's Wanamaker. And Maker sends it back.
Proving he could be an active defender. Great hustle for Maker to stifle the shooter.
Taken away by Williams. Here's Smart. Sinks the triple. And the Celtics lead by 7.
He'll do some damage if they give him that shot. Don't give him a clean look. Get out there on him.
Galloway, the pass to Wood.
You look back at the Blake Griffin trade. Many thought the Pistons gave up too much, but it's worked out for them.
Yeah, losing the picks for Griffin, you have to admit it did hurt. But people forget that Griffin is a star player, and he reminded those same people last year. He's become the leader for this franchise as they try to move forward.
And the first one drops.
And with all their rangy wing defenders, the Celtics are well suited for the modern game.
Oh, yeah, they make it tough for opponents to get clean looks on the perimeter, GA, with their defense. I mean, it's a strong defensive team also because of the competitors that they possess.
Jason Tatum, he's checked in for the Celtics. Walker comes in for Brad Wanamaker. No good on the second free throw. The league has cracked down, C-Webb, on flagrants. Who's leaving the bench? Do you think we need to be as strict about it as we've been?
Oh, I love the attention to detail the league has given on flagrants. So you don't want the flagrants of the past. My friend Kevin McHale, he says Rambis just ran into his elbow. That wasn't even a flagrant foul on that play, if anybody remembers that old play that I'm talking about back in the Celtics-Laker days. But how about today? My thing, Kevin, is just don't call it ticky-tack a flagrant. I think we all know what a flagrant is. Let's keep the new flagrants as flagrants and no flopping. If you flop, no flagrants. Games are too important. You don't want that flagrant 1, flagrant 2, a shot and the ball that can change the momentum of the game. I think the league and the refs are doing a great job. Let's just not let those ones that aren't flagrant sneak in there because of flopping.
And Chris, what about players leaving the bench when there's something going on?
Well, tell you what, the league has always been great about that. And now what's funny is if you watch the games, there's an assistant coach that is designated just when he sees a scuffle on the floor. His only job is to run to the end of the bench and stand at the line with his arms out so no player can cross him. So not only is the league taking steps, not only are players mindful of it, but now you have an assistant coach that's only job is to stand up there and to be an obstacle so that no players can step that foot across the line. It changes series. It causes big fights. It puts fans in harm's way. We just don't need it. Very rich history for Detroit Pistons. They've been a part of the sports scene in Detroit since 1957, and they have 3 championships to their name.
Henson checked in for Christian Wood. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Well, you look back at the title teams for the Pistons. There were a lot of them. Chris, which team was your favorite?
Oh, man. Well, growing up in Detroit, I'd have to go back to the Bad Boys in 89, 90, just watching them get through Boston and then, you know, dominate the Bulls of that time. They went back-to-back winning championships. That was incredible. And it was something special, though, about my boys in the 2014. Sheed, Ben Wallace, Rip, those guys. That was fun to watch as well.
And guys, one thing that has been interesting to see since Blake Griffin came to Detroit is how he's developed as a leader, has come into his own with how he takes responsibility for the team's play.
First trip to the line for him here.
He's knocked down 3/4 of his foul shots this season, so he's right around 75%.
First one falls for him. And with Griffin, you look at his time on the Clippers, and for most of his career, he was more of a second in command.
Coach Casey said last year early on that Griffin is the leader of this team, and Blake took it upon himself to step up to the challenge. Makes sense no matter how you look at it. He's their best player and needs to be one of the leaders.
Oh, well, Kev, you know I always appreciate when a big man can create for others. And Blake Griffin, he's one of the best in the game in that regard. Such a fantastic passer.
Now here's Walker. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. Goes back up. He lays it in. Walker's got 4 points this quarter.
They love to get Walker into that pick and roll position. 9 times out of 10, he'll make something good happen.
Chris, you almost forget just how big Griffin is because of how smoothly he can facilitate for others.
Yeah, Kevin, and I hate when people say he's a good passer for a big man. I mean, what type of caveat is that? He's just a good passer. He has great vision, superb timing, and that's why he's always been near the top in assists for bigs.
Now Tatum following the three-point attempt by Derrick Rose. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Here's Smart. That one wide left. Pistons trail by 8. To the middle. Here's Maker. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got his 3rd assist on the night.
Showing he has some touch. Now for Maker, it's more about adding the muscle so he can become more dangerous.
Now here's Walker. He has 6. Up top, Tice, defended by Griffin. Shot clock at 6. Tatum's shot is off. The Pistons have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Galloway, the pass to Maker. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Oh, that's some skill on that assist. I mean, the timing has to be perfect on a lead pass.
And Walker's got the ball here for the Celtics. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Passes it to Tice. And Maker sends it back. And he recovers it. Outside Griffin. They get a hand on it. Henson. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Tatum kicks to Walker. Back to Tatum. Smart deciding where to go with it. Griffin on the double team. From deep. But they'll get another chance. Williams passes to Walker. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Walker's got 7 points for the quarter.
It was a tough first quarter for him, but it's been a different story here in the second.
Feeds it to Maker. The 10-footer. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Celtics leading by 5. Pass to Williams. The pass to Tice. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Walker. The kick out to Tatum. He scores with that shot, and now he's 3 of 8.
I mean, you see the strength of Tatum already, broad shoulders. I mean, able to make shots through contact.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here.
Well, that's 3 straight German League titles for Daniel Tice. I mean, before he made his NBA debut at the age of 24, he's an athletic two-way player and he's shown he belongs.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Cantor comes in for Robert Williams. And Gordon Haywards is subbed in for Daniel Tice. Tony Snell's checked in for the Pistons. Luke Kennard comes in for Langston Galloway. Now here's Rose. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Kennard, the pass to Griffin. And Griffin slams it in.
You have to keep this man out of the paint. Griffin, professional poster maker.
1:30 left to play in the first half. And last season, Daniel Tice shooting over 40% from long range. And Chris over 75% around the rim.
Yeah, Kevin, when you call that great efficiency, both inside and out. New contract this summer. And to reward his terrific play.
4 on the shot clock. Here's Smart. Rebound, Detroit. Henson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Kennard. Right side, Griffin over Hayward. And it's off the back rim, no good. Celtics leading by 5. Smart kicks to Hayward. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, if you can't hit that one, your teammates are going to think twice about feeding you the next time down.
Pass to Kennard. He feeds it to Henson. Over Tatum. Griffin trying to get open. Henson's shot is off.
He's not an easy man to stop when he's attacking the basket. The D doing everything he can.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. The Pistons have shot 70% from the free throw line tonight, 7 for 10.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
First free throw is good. And so he hits both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Walker with it. 9 points in the game so far. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Celtics lead by 3. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with head coach Brad Stevens. Coach, what did you think was the main edge you had?
Well, I thought defensively we were a lot better, and then that led to some offense. But obviously, we're playing a bunch of skilled guys, and we're able to spread the floor, and that's helpful.
You have to make them work at both ends. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Tremendous first half. Glad to have you back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Marcus Smart was the story in the first quarter. He had 16 points and 1 assist. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
Efficiency. You know, I think that's big. That's a key to success. You got to protect the basketball. You can't make those risky passes that lead to highlight film dunks. So I thought it was a great job.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Detroit?
They ran their offense very well in the first half. There were almost no forced shots. It was good, smart basketball. The motion in their offense was terrific. They made those defenders work very hard. I like what I saw from them for the most part.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You know, Marcus Smart has been really making it happen, guys.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
Yeah, Jay, this was a huge bonus for this team. I mean, they weren't expecting it, but they will absolutely take it.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Walker and Smart, the guards. Daniel Tice out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Williams at the 5. That's the group for Brad Stevens getting going here in the second half. On its way from Rose for 2. Here's Henson. Rebound Boston. Williams has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Tatum on the wing. Launches it. Rebounded by Maker. Maker's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Rose. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Chris, more and more we're seeing star players give their sneakers to fans at the end of games. Did you ever do that?
Oh, yeah, man. Especially when I was with Dada, I would give a pair of shoes away after every game.
Oh, great.
Really love doing it on the road. At home is really cool, but on the road is great because that's where you know that fan braved all those other fans and the elements to wear your jersey and to be the only one there. So you look for that kid. I used to look for the kid with the number 4 Weber jersey and be like, hey, kid, I know what you went through to wear that tonight. You make sure you go home with these bragging rights. Tell them these are fresh from the game when we beat your team, baby.
Yeah, that's a neat way to connect. That one is off.
And for Derrick Rose, the question will be how much of his MVP level of play from 2011 can he recover? You'd love to see him return to that form.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also.
And Chris, just how special was it to play for Detroit in your career? What relationship does this team have with their fans?
Yeah, it was so special. I mean, being able to go home to the house that I grew up in, to where my parents lived, and be able to go to the Pistons practice and to be part of it, to put on that jersey. It was so special, man. This team is a mainstay of the city. I mean, you feel like you can lift up the whole city when you play for the Pistons. It was such a special part of my career.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, in Blake Griffin, the Pistons have their biggest star in years, probably going back to their championship team of 2004. A return to all-star form for Blake meant tremendous individual numbers last season. And the Pistons hadn't won a playoff game in more than a decade. Still not the result they want in 2019. The Pistons will be trying to capitalize during Blake's prime. Kevin, we'll see where this franchise goes from here.
We sure will, David, but he's a terrific player. Thank you so much.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Wow, wonderful court awareness that time. You can count on Walker to find the open man.
Now, here's Rose. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Griffin attacking. He kicks it to Galloway. And it's off from three-point range. And here comes Walker, leading the fast break. Here's Smart. From outside, off the mark. Pistons trail by 5. Rose passes to Griffin. Right block shot. It's good. Griffin's got 8 points.
A big problem for the defense inside. I mean, once Griffin gets established, he's comfortable shooting the ball.
Walker dishes to Tatum. Outside, Smart. There's the triple. Tatum's shot is off. And it's Rose with the ball for Detroit. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. And here's a look at some numbers for Henson.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And he makes the first. And the Pistons making a change here. Brown's checked in. So he gets them both. And here's Smart. He's got 18. Passes it to Tice. Kicks to Williams. And here's Tatum for three. Detroit with the rebound. Benson's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
The Celtics making a switch here. Wanamaker's checked in. Then for the Pistons, Christian Wood comes in for Henson. And Doumbouya subbed in for Thonmaker. Pass to Wanamaker. Back to Tatum. Here's Williams, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
Here's Doumbouya. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
He gets the playground jumper and can't make good on it. You don't get many chances easier than that.
Williams passes to Tatum. Here's Wanamaker. He has 5. The pass to Walker. Clock is at 3. Off target from three-point range.
His touch has been off tonight, and now his judgment is off too. I mean, come on. It's not a small shot.
Wood passes to Doumbouya. Over Williams. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Now, I think he lets the D get to him there, and he rushes it. I mean, he has plenty of space there if he just takes his time.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Now here's Rose. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Now, look, even if he had other places to go with the ball, that's a good shot. You can't blame him for letting that one fly.
Here's Williams. And he banks in the layup. Williams has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And it's Rose penetrating. Here's Wood. He's off on that one. Excellent D there from Williams. Here's Wanamaker. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
They came out the locker room refreshed. I mean, they've been the stronger team since halftime, no doubt.
Ennis Cantor's checked in for Robert Williams. And Detroit with a change here, too. Kennard's checked in. And along with the association, we've seen the growth of the G League, the WNBA, the 2K League. Chris, which of those have you followed the most?
Well, first let me say I should have been drafted by the 2K League because I'm really nice. Matter of fact, anybody listening to the sound of my voice, I will beat you in the game, and I'm talking on right now. But secondly,
I know you will.
I love the WNBA, from Lisa Leslie to Cheryl Swoops to my girl Candace Parker. Are you kidding me? The skill set of these ladies, oh, they have game. And I can't say I follow one the most because even the G League and their all-star game I follow. Right now it's a great time for hoops, and all 3 of these leagues I'm in.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but he hasn't been successful.
Down low, here's Doumbouya. In tight, he gets the jumper to fall.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
Boston leading by 6. Pass to Tatum. Now Cantor. Passes it to Walker. Bangs home the trifecta. Walker's got 12.
Oh, that's nice shooting from there. That looked pure coming out of Walker's hands.
Here's Kennard, guarded by Walker. Left side, Griffin. Lays it up off the glass. 10 points for him.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
All right, it's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Wanamaker the pass to Tice. Now here's Cantor. Tatum kicks to Cantor. The Celtics working the ball around now. Pass to Walker. Fires from deep. Again, the miss by Walker. Pistons trail by 7. Here's Brown. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw.
And a coach that players love is Dwayne Casey. Very vet-friendly, sticks up for his guys in every post-game interview.
Yeah, Casey is very measured in his approach. He can be a bit slow to change at times, but his players appreciate the consistency.
Tony Snell's checked in for Detroit. And he sinks the second. Here's Walker. 12 points for him. And the pass to Poirier. Here is Hayward. Ball's knocked loose. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
And you look at Walker. He's there in the top 10 in the Eastern Conference voting. The fans have really gotten behind him.
And that's the way it should be. Kevin, you could make a case that he should be a starter, but there's just so many great players in the East. Just being in the top 10 shows how much respect the fans have for him.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase. We'll keep you updated with the results each day during the voting. Now, here's Doumbouya. And that one, good. Doumbouya's got 6 points.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Yeah, it's taken on a different feel since the break. You can see how many more hustle plays are being made.
Here's Walker. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Celtics lead by 6.
You love how Walker just attacks the opening, feasting on any lane the D gives him.
Brown against Brown. Now, here's Doumbouya. He has 6. Shot clock at 5. Back to Brown. And not sure what he was thinking there. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Walker with a clean look. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
Well, the shooter of Walker's caliber, I mean, you can't allow him to shoot with his feet set.
Brown against Brown. Pass to Doumbouya. Back to Brown. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Hey, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Boston leading by 6. And taken away by Brown. And the layup's good off the glass. Brown's got his second bucket tonight. Walker with it. He's got 16. He dishes it to Cantor. Passes to Poirier. Back to Walker. Second chance shot, and it's good on the layup. 6 points for him.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there, no box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
Now here's Brown. He's got 5. In the corner, Kennard with it. 6 to shoot. Pass to Doumbouya. 14 feet away. Basket counts. Doumbouya's got 8 points.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
1:53 left in the third quarter of the game. Walker in the post. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Celtics lead by 6.
And once Walker finds his rhythm, he stays aggressive. That's the kind of killer mindset he has to have.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
He does not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second chance points.
Marcus Smart's checked in for Boston. Then for the Pistons, John Henson's checked in for Christian Wood. Thon Maker comes in for Doumbouya. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Brown. Here's Galloway. The pass to Henson. Nice ball movement by Detroit. And here's the break. On up the court. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. And the Eastern Conference has been fun to watch. A lot of focus as always this year. And as we hit the midseason surge, let's check out the standings and how they're shaping up. Taking a look at Boston. They're in the middle at 5th in the conference, looking to build in the wins as the season goes on. And checking out Detroit, down 5 spots from them.
And right now for the Pistons, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
Yeah, they're kind of in that caught in the middle type group. You know what I mean? You wonder if they need a personnel change to get over the hump.
Pistons trail by 6. To the inside, Maker. Excellent D from Cantor. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for Boston. They've led by as much as 10.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Oh, great instincts, relentless. Seems like he's getting to every miss.
.41 seconds left in the third quarter. They double team Walker. Pass to Smart from the arc. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. And that's now 21 points for Marcus Smart.
Showing his range. Smart spacing the floor.
Pass to Snell. Here's Maker. Good on the 7-footer. Maker's got 17 now.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, and he's gotten to his spots and capitalized. He just needs a little more help from his teammates.
Walker taking his time here for 3. Off target with that shot. And so it's Boston, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play right there.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Boston leading by 7. And on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth. On the wings, Kennard and Snell. Maker out there with John Henson. And it's Galloway in at the point. Here's Cantor. And Henson pulls it down. Henson's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after it. Snell dishes to Henson. Over Williams. Good D by Williams. Boston shooting about 42% so far. Outside, Smart. And the call will be against Thon Maker. That'll be his second foul of the game. Derrick Rose is checked in for the Pistons. On defense, the Pistons, they trail by 7. Three-pointer, Hayward cans it from downtown. Hayward's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Celtics. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Pass to Henson. He kicks to Galloway. Maker with the ball. He's against Cantor. They get it back. And, oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Celtics leading by 10. To the paint. Here's Brown. Lays it up off the glass.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
The pass to Kennard. Shoots. And again, it's the Pistons missing. The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Brown. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Tatum, he's checked in for Cantor. And Detroit with a change here, too. Griffin's checked in for Kennard. Pistons trail by 15. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Rose passes to Henson over Williams. And that time also a missed shot.
I don't know if it's been the main factor, but this off night has definitely been one factor here.
Tatum's shot is off.
The defense with no impact at all. Just didn't have the feel for his jump shot.
Griffin passes to Rose. Over Smart. Again, the miss by the Pistons. And it's Williams with the ball for the Celtics. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. For Detroit, they've gone 0 of 6 in the fourth quarter. A disastrous start to the period. Griffin kicks to Rose from deep. Detroit, no good that time either.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Brown. The kick out to Tatum. Jacks up a three. Cranes the three-pointer. And the Celtics lead by 18.
There you go. His first three-pointer of the night. That should calm him down. Maybe even get him going a little bit.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, the defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure coach is going to let them know that.
The Celtics making a switch here. Tice is checked in. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Here's Rose. Second shot opportunity. The shot's good from Henson.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by the Celtics.
Brown the pass to Tice. Back to Brown. That shot missing. Now the Pistons take it the other way.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. Good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
That shot by Griffin, no good. Outside Tatum. To the middle. Here's Tice. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
You know, some scouts thought Tatum had tunnel vision, looking only for his own shot. But he's more about team.
That's good from Tice. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Rose passes to Griffin. Over Tatum. The shot's good from Griffin.
As hot as he's been, it still has to be him who leads the charge and helps turn this game around.
Smart kicks to Tice. Williams scanning the floor. Tatum on the wing. Williams finds Brown. Clock at 4. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. And 11 points for Jaylen Brown.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Pistons trail by 19. And here's Rose. Pass to Galloway. To the inside. It's stolen by Tice. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Smart leading the charge.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Well, they're playing well as a unit, taking shots they know they can make and building this lead.
Now here's Rose. Kicks to Maker. Back to Rose. From outside the arc. The offensive rebound. Henson. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 18 rebounds. And the foul on Derrick Rose. That's his first foul.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Kemba Walker is checked in for Boston. And a switcher also for Detroit. Woods checked in. Williams in the post. Working on Henson. Williams, that's good.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Walker against Rose. Griffin looking it over. Passes it to Galloway. Back to Griffin. Knocked away. Stolen by Smart. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Here's Walker. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Walker's got 20.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Wood with the bucket.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Here's Walker. After the basket by Detroit. Here's Smart. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And after signing a 4-year, $52 million contract extension, Marcus Smart rewarded the Celtics, Chris, with the best season of his young career.
Yeah, his best shooting percentages by far. I mean, add in his continued progress as a playmaker. Don't forget he's the man on the defensive end. I think that's money well spent for Boston.
And that one falls for Smart. We see the shift toward players on competing teams becoming friends. How does that compare to when you played, Chris?
It's a little bit most I wouldn't be friendly with on purpose. We were in the same position. A guy like KG, one of my favorite players ever. We're close now. But during when we played, it was either me or him.
Really?
It was both of us. I didn't want to hang around with him when I'm trying to beat him in the summer. But, you know, you got guys like the Banana Boat crew and LeBron and Wade. They're good friends anyway. Melo and Bron came in 1 and 2, and they had that relationship. So I think relationships are always great. Really, it's just about can you turn the friendship off when you cross the line? I know that Banana Boat crew can, and I know others can as well. And that's all you want. As much as you're friends off the court, I want you to dislike each other on the court through your friendship, just like a big brother, little brother type of thing. So I don't think it's a problem.
Shot's good by Walker.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Rose finds Henson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The first free throw is good. And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. Henson hits them both. And with the likely return of prep to pro prospects, Chris, some have argued for a high school combine to help determine who's ready to make the leap and who isn't.
I'm not really there with the high school combine. I still think that, you still have a level of college or a level of professionalism that can happen after. And I don't believe until you're ready to be evaluated for the pros immediately, should you have that combine. Your bodies are still growing. I talked to Jaren Jackson just yesterday, and he told me that he grew 2 inches over last summer. So I think it's a little unfair to judge these guys that early when their bodies and mentality still has a lot of development left.
The first one falls.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Detroit's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Rose goes in. Henson the pass to Galloway. A 3-ball. Good work defensively by Smart. Boston's gone 2-for-2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Tatum wide open. He fires one. That 3 off the mark.
Oh, defensive breakdown, and they can't capitalize. He'll hit that shot almost every time.
Galloway dishes to Griffin. No good on the 3.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
There's Walker with the 3. Rebound, Detroit.
His three-point game hasn't been there for him today, but don't sleep on him. At any moment, he could get his touch back. An easy pass turns into a terrible turnover. And that's a possession wasted.
And it's Smart with the ball for Boston. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. Pass to Ojale. Chris, there is that transition from being a player to retirement. It can be a challenge for some. What were the keys that you found in succeeding at that?
Well, first I think is adjusting to the fact you don't have the same schedule. You don't have a physical release that you used to have. You miss the locker room and the camaraderie with all the guys, and so you miss the culture. But secondly, I would say take all the lessons that you learned, and for me this was big, from sports and use them in business. So in business, I became a rookie in other areas. I found a Chris Mullin type in business. I found a Latrell Sprewell type, guys that would mentor you, guys that you would play on their team. Humble yourself, get back to it, get to practice, get to meetings early, stay at practice late, stay at meetings, and be the last one that leaves, and just take the culture of basketball, infuse that athletic personality into the personality of whatever you go into next, and you can use those tenets to have a wonderful retirement and really enjoy it. So for me, it's been awesome. And by the way, I've had twins, and so since retiring, and that'll keep you just as busy as it was you were playing. So you can find ways to keep that same lifestyle.
That's right, and some sound advice too.
2 shots, foul, elbow, 2. Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. As it seems like some teams have been in rebuild mode for a long time. Is there a point at which the league should step in and maybe, I don't know, take over or give them guidance?
You know, I really do. And not because it's necessarily the fault of the team, because, it's tough to win a championship. But to be a perennial bottom dweller, basement dweller, it's not good for the fans. And fans like myself, every year comes the first game, we think, hey, we could win a championship, we could do it. But, you know, our thought process is not based in knowledge. It's just based in our hope and will for the team. So you definitely want to keep teams straight. You want to keep them honest. And I think the league can find a way to step in but not step on the toes of ownership.
And here's Tatum for three. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got his 4th assist in this one. Detroit's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. And there's the pass to Galloway. He kicks it to Griffin. Pass to Henson. There's the dish to Galloway. And that one hits back iron.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
Well, that's how you play it. He does a good job of getting into the shooter's airspace.
Passes it to Tatum. Now Williams. Left side Walker. Pass to Tatum. 5 on the clock. Elbow shot is on the way. It's hauled in by Wood. Wood's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. We've got 1:48 left in the 4th. Stolen by Walker. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. And the first one at the line is good. Chris, last season the Thunder became the final NBA team to reach an agreement for jersey sponsorships. Have you gotten used to seeing those patches on the various jerseys around the league?
You know what, Kevin? I have. And they're not as intrusive as I thought. I was.
Me too.
Man,
I agree.
Yeah, I was so scared of this. I thought it was going to ugly up the jerseys and be bigger than the team logo and things like that. But you know how great this league is when it comes to getting messages out to their fans and promotion. And so we've done a wonderful job. And actually, some I really, really like how they fit the jersey, how the colors matches, and the history of the company, actually. So, no, I think they've done a great job kind of just making sure it just slides in there, you know, not taking away the shine from the team.
Boston's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the 4th.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Boston.
And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition. And when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Kemba Walker.
His passes were crisp tonight. Pinpoint. So many easy buckets came off his assist.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
You know they are, sure. I mean, come on, the finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play it smart.
Here's Galloway. Kemba Walker making his last shot. A nice shot by Griffin.
Excellent at recognizing when to shoot off the pass. Griffin is so good at catching the D by surprise.
And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the Boston Celtics. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Ojale passes to Williams. Clock at 6. Shoots from 12. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.